You seem kind of like a bit wacky. Would you rather, do you have OCD or would you rather have like ADD? It seems like you may have possibly both of them.
This is a pickup artist class, but your small little dick probably doesn't know about that. These classes will turn you into a champion of the male species. This will teach you how to go outside and get immediately sodden panties within a 1-mile radius just because you left your house. These classes are guided by PUAs, pickup artists. They are the finest heroes of the male population. Now I want you to sit right there with that micro dick of yours and learn from the masters. Obviously, lesson 1, try and diagnose the girl that you're flirting with either OCD or ADHD. That's basic shit right there. That's page 1 of the pickup artist book. So I hope you're ready to get completely enlightened.
No, I don't have either one.
Well, which one would you choose?
I wouldn't.
I mean, you wouldn't choose one.
Well, why would I have
This is a scenario in which I'm asking you a question. Though. Why wouldn't you choose one?
I just don't want to.
Well, are you scared of having one? Or is that like it's?
Yeah, what's the matter, huh? Are you afraid to have OCD or ADHD? What kind of coward are you? You probably can't even handle my follow-up question. Would you rather have herpes, chlamydia, or both? Here's my number. Please call. No, I'm kidding. I'm a virgin. Please, I don't have either one of those. Just call.
No, I just.
It's a hypothetical situation. I mean, is
Right.
that really that hard for you to imagine which one you would rather have?
Okay, I love this woman because she is so mean. Yeah, I like that you said, you ask her this question, she's like, I won't choose. Says, well, is it really that hard for you? I mean, what a great, I mean, that's a strong disconnect, but it really is what a woman who is this antagonistic is going to need to continue to just stay in the interaction.
Now, to give a little explanation on what this all is, the video is from a lesson that was given to a class which was led by that man right there asking about OCD and ADHD, the guy that looks like he coddles an anime lolly figurine every night before bed, and occasionally they cut the footage so that way that guy and the leader of the pickup artists organization cult, that way they can chime in and break it all down for us laymen to understand, so that way we too can employ these expert tactics in getting laid. So that's what you're hearing right there where he says, I love this woman because she's so mean. And she is very mean. Like, why wouldn't you just, pick OCD or ADHD? It's not like a weird question. Like, that's some pretty standard shit. So honestly, I think the fault's on her for making this interaction a bit weird.
I mean, to me, like ADD, like you seem to have ADD because your eyes are twitching all over the
Okay, I'll
place.
pick ADD.
Or OCD because it seems like you're obsessed with small little details. I mean, which one?
OCD, yeah.
Well, which one is it? The question was to
ADD.
pick one,
I'll
and now
pick
you're
ADD.
fluctuating as though you don't really have a formulated opinion. So I don't really
I'll
understand
pick
that.
ADD.
But notice that she's laughing. He's pushed her, but she's laughing.
That's an interesting point from Ace Asshole Artist here, where she is laughing about this absolutely psychotically odd question, and it seems like he doesn't understand there's a difference between getting laughed at and getting laughed with. She is very clearly laughing at this goober.
Now this is a woman, I don't think we have any shots of her standing up, but she has large enough breasts that she gets approached all the time. And she's probably used to being a total bitch to guys or just turning and walking away if she doesn't like their approach. This is a woman who will bitch shield you pretty hard in a bar, for instance. And if you're not willing to have conflict and get into some heat, you're going to get nowhere.
I was spoken like a true red-pilled Redditor right there. These kind of guys are genuinely frightening, 100%, like actually scary individuals with their mentality and how they view women, as if these kind of guys are God's gift to girls and titties and that they're entitled to all these women, and women that aren't interested in them are just bitches that, just because their breasts are so large, their milk tanks are so full of milk that they only go after NFL quarterbacks and not the nice guys like these guys. These kind of men are 100% scary and just downright embarrassing to like the entire human population.
What is your name?
Jennifer.
You're not going to shake my hand. Are you scared? Like, do you think am I that heinous?
I think you're
looking?
a creep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You say that with such a smile, though. Is that
Because it's funny. I mean, it's funny when creeps come up and talk to
really?
you.
But it happens
Kind of
all the time.
funny.
But you're not running away. You're sitting there.
Well, I'm being paid to sit here.
You're being forced to.
Yeah.
That's what all women say to me, is they're being paid to sit next to me.
He's got her now. That's a checkmate. She is going home with him tonight. That vagina is super wet. You can already just tell. Once she called him a creep, that's when you knew the deal was sealed. Pickup artists are infallible. They know exactly what they're doing. It's incredible how efficient they are at getting laid. You can see it right here. This girl is being paid to sit there. She acknowledges that, and yet she can't help but be attracted to this man due to his suave, his debonair, his incredible wordplay. It's just he's hitting all the right notes. Oh my goodness, it's amazing to watch a master at work like this. And it's so obvious that the only reason she's able to fight back the urge to just sit on his face and ride his tongue like a bicycle is because she's getting paid to sit there, and it would be unprofessional to do that in front of the whole class. I absolutely love that this girl is getting paid by these losers to sit there and get hit on in the worst ways possible, and she can't even pretend to not be grossed out by these stinky greaseball weirdos.
Right.
So is that, I mean, is that, you can do better than that in terms of aggression too. I mean, that's not.
I can.
I'm not really that.
I'm a kickboxer, but.
So you're gonna kickbox me?
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm not really that. I don't really worry about things like that.
No.
I mean, let me get a picture.
Okay, jumping in again. So,
oh, no. Let me jump in here instead. Here, let me cut you off real quick, Sensei. This was so well executed. Oh, you're a kickboxer, huh? Well, are you going to beat my ass? Oh, let me take a quick picture. Nothing weird about that. Make sure you bring your disposable camera. If you're going to flirt with a girl and you go without a disposable camera, it's like going into battle without a katana. You're going to lose. You don't stand a chance. You're not going to get laid unless you bring a disposable camera and snap a quick little titty picture of her when she's, caught off guard.
most guys hearing from a woman you're a creep is going to go one of two ways. They're either going to just put their tail between their legs and run away.
This is the right way of handling that. If you get called a creep by a girl, chances are you are 100% a creep and should absolutely leave. Yeah.
Or they're going to be like, well, yeah, we are a total bitch, F you, and basically run away. And he engaged it. He's like, well, great, what is it about, though? I love this. You can do better than that in terms of aggression,
Yeah, that's the neckbeard approach to handling that situation. Oh, I'm a creep, huh? Do you even watch Rick and Morty? What was your favorite episode of Rickman and Mortimer? I am a creep, huh? And I bet you don't even watch this show. Are you even an atheist? Yeah, this is a bad way of handling it. If you get called a creep, just get the f*** out of there.
So, I mean, what time is it?
I don't have a watch.
What's your favorite restaurant? What do you like to eat? Where are you from?
Are you guys learning anything?
Is that pure sarcasm? Are you going to answer one of the questions or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do I have to? No, I don't have to.
You don't have to? And now you're twitching your hair like you're thinking.
Because you're a psycho.
Me?
Me, a psycho. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. If you could only see my Rin Tosaka body pillow, you definitely wouldn't be saying that. Or, like my taxidermy collection, you'd be singing a different tune. You wouldn't be thinking that. That's a great joke right there. Me, a psycho. Oh, wow.
In what way am I a psycho?
Probably a lot more than I know now.
Really?
But, yeah.
Like, what do you think? Do you think I'm like a pervert, or how would you? In what way would I be a psycho?
I think you're more like a mind.
Me?
Yeah.
I can't imagine how you would come to that formulation.
Honestly, I don't know how she arrived at that one either. You strike me as more of a wears diapers to bed, shits in them, and then cries about it type of psycho, who then gets angry at women because there's no girls in his life to help change his diaper.
So she says, you're a psycho. Now, how would you respond if a woman said you're a psycho in a bar or something like that at a party? Well, the best way to respond that we've seen, which Ron described, is like, oh, in what ways? What kind of a psycho do you think I am? He's amused by her point of view, and you can see from the look on her face, she's amused by it as well.
It's actually one of the worst ways I could think of to responding to being called a psycho, asking her what kind of psycho she thinks you are. To be honest, I really feel like the goal of pickup artists isn't to actually get laid or make a connection with a woman or anything like that. I think it's just about having a long enough interaction with a woman that it counts as like a personal best record, like, hey, I was able to keep this girl talking to me for 40 seconds before she vomited and ran away. New record, thank you pickup artist classes, I'm learning. Because how could anyone celebrate this, getting called a psycho and then looking at it like a good thing and then keep going with the conversation? Oh, I'm a psycho, but what kind of psycho do you think I am, huh? Like, it's silly, it's scary. I don't know who would take one of these classes and listen to this and think that, you know what, these guys are right, they're making good points. Because they're not. This is just downright scary. Genuinely frightening.
So, I mean, do you often like have something in mind? Is that how you know that, or what would you say?
No, it just seems like
It's like a vibe.
It's just a vibe.
Okay.
Just
All
an
right.
instinct.
Fine. We'll stop there.
Whew, thank God he stopped there. It was getting real steamy there. There was a lot of tension. You could tell that they were both really starting to feel each other towards the end there. She said she doesn't mind, but I mean, it was pretty clear that she was interested in this weirdo, obviously. Pickup artists are just downright embarrassing, but I love watching pickup artist shit, and I don't get it. I don't know who watches these things, what kind of desperate men will watch these things, and actually think that this is sane, rational, good advice. This is delusion, and you're gonna catch yourself on a list at some point. You're going to jail at some point if you follow advice like this man here and follow these kind of talking points. It's disturbing. Over the years, I've made a lot of content making fun of pickup artists as well as gurus who sell pickup artist books on, how to get dates, how to be the most irresistible man on the planet, how to become an Adonis with 3 simple steps, and the steps are usually like, be more attractive, do 5 push-ups, and then buy my next book. Like, basically, the entire guru community boils down to getting a bunch of gullible people to start subscribing to a reoccurring service that offers the most basic information that you already have access to for free. And it's a very lucrative scam. And today I'd like to show you a gentleman who calls himself an international playboy and one of the masters of seduction. So, he's like a chess grandmaster, but he's just truly a chosen Jedi here, honestly, when it comes to getting laid. And I believe him. He's very suave. I imagine he has kissed every single girl on this planet over the age of 18. Your wife? She's probably made out with this guy. I'm just gonna break it to you. I'm gonna rip the band-aid off and let you know the truth. But not only can he have sex with any woman that his eyes happen to glance upon, he is so nice and such a saint that he is giving us the secrets for a low price with the course that he's selling. And we even get a little sneak peek of some of the content that he's offering from his YouTube channel. And now, I just want to be honest, he's of course not the biggest alpha male in the world, but it doesn't matter because from what I can tell, it's still extremely successful for him and he's made a good bit of money off of it, because that's just kind of the nature of the scam. You don't have to be super big or have a huge online presence to make a good living just selling these kind of courses that prey on desperate people. So I just want to show you a little bit of this because it's pretty wacky. How to get 5 dates in 1 day. This picture makes him look like Tom Brady's failed clone. Alright, how do I get 5 dates in 1 day, God damn it.
Major dating apps, not just one or the other. So I use
Smart.
Tinder.
Cast a wide net.
When you say something, it's annoying. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and the 4th one, which you probably haven't heard of,
Omegle.
Facebook dating. Facebook dating might...
I don't know who here's using Facebook dating, I'm just gonna say it. If you are so down bad you're going to Facebook dating, you need to take a hard look in the mirror and start reevaluating some choices. That sounds like a sting operation.
How good the response rate on that app is, and
Because they're all bots.
Cute girls. So those are the 4
I don't know
apps
about
I
that.
use.
It's all bots.
And then on Tinder, Bumble,
It's Facebook dating.
and Hinge, I bought boosts. So you can buy 2 boosts on Tinder for
Pay to
about
win?
$10,
Okay.
2 on Bumble for like... And I look at their profile quickly, and if there's some interesting thing to comment on, there was one girl who mentioned attachment theory. I happen to have a degree in psychology, so I was able to make a comment about attachment theory and how that, she really got me going by...
Let me take a peek here. Alright, so this guy, he's got the galaxy brain. He's got a degree in wooing women.
The second message is, I think you might be exactly my type. And then they'll say, what is your type? Or something along those lines. And then I have a third
I mean, they're not
message,
NPCs.
which
I don't
is
think they're all
why
gonna
she
say
is
that.
my type. And then if she responds positively to that, I just go for the...
I've always been the dominant one. Cool. Love to be dominated. Yeah, he's in. That looked AI generated. But he almost looks cell shaded. Also, what service is this? An algorithm to grade you on smart, trustworthy, and attractive based on one picture? Interesting.
getting. That's why I include on my online course, The Spark, a complete guide to getting high quality pictures on dating apps, because most guys don't realize.
Even at his size, so he's not what you'd consider a tier 1 alpha guru. Even at his size, he is still peddling paid services for shit that people just have access to for free. You need someone to say your pictures suck? Post them on Reddit or Twitter. Instead of paying money for the books, courses, online guru content. It's always so wild. But I can't even be mad at this guy for it. It is just a ripe landscape for scamming. It truly is. People just love to throw money at someone they perceive to be an expert on a problem that they're doing the bare minimum to solve in the first place, like not getting dates. Like, I guarantee, this is all very generic advice. It's not even bad advice, to be fair. But I guarantee no one that's buying his course is even going to bother implementing it. Like, they throw money at the problem and think that's going to magically solve it with no effort on their own part. Or they'll try it once, it doesn't work, and they quit, but they still keep paying for the content. It's so awful. Ugh.
On the apps, make sure to click the link below. And I want to clarify that if I wanted to, I could have got a lot more than 5 dates. I only messaged probably about a third of my matches. So I could have taken this even further.
There would be no
with
women
just
left
about
in Las Vegas if this guy didn't put that kind of stipulation on it. Like, if he was just left to run wild, there would actually be no left for anyone. So, thank God he took it easy on the rest of us.
hour of effort, I was able to get 5 dates in one day.
And I bet those dates went amazing. Bro used a Pokemon incense. Yeah. His Riz was off the charts. Again, we are just lucky he spared the rest of us, because anyone's girlfriend or wife that happens to live in Las Vegas with them, hey, she's not yours anymore. Not when this guy's got access to a phone. So is this course all about just getting a date from dating apps? Oh, he also does, like, infield approaches at Target. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's feeling a lot like 2015 again.
You're going to get humiliated. But in this video, I'm going to show you that a normal-looking guy with a very normal approach can have success, and that means
He's not wrong. Yeah,
I
mean,
you know, no church.
Imagine this: if you're just not weird, you'll probably have success at some point with a woman. It's just, don't be weird. Lesson complete. I didn't even need to buy the course.
Case.
I just want to
so
see the
you're just like,
approach.
hey, you're.
Oh, he's not even doing the approach. He's grading it. Well, how about this one? How to pick up any girl in 30 seconds plus infield. Infield is a pickup artist term. It means he's like out there, boots on the ground on the front line, absolutely slaying vagina. So we get to see the master at work, I suppose. Leaving the
How to
Jedi
pick
Temple.
up any girl in, give her some space, and here's what you say. I hope this isn't too forward, but I had to say that you're very beautiful, and there's something about you that really caught my attention.
I'm hoping there's some flexibility to that line, because that line's just going to get you immediately laughed at. I just can't imagine a single human being being receptive to that. That's just always going to be creepy. That's that Reddit nice guy energy, which people are hardwired, like, in their DNA to reject. So hopefully that's just like a template, and you can, like, kind of freestyle in there with normal conversational tactics.
Can I just say, you're really cute. Well, the top third of your face is really cute.
Thank you.
I can't make judgments on the rest. A coffee or something?
Maybe.
Maybe? Well, let's try. Maybe we'll have a double date,
Yeah.
since they seem to get along as well.
I know.
All right, it was great to meet you. Yeah.
If she says, I have a boyfriend, I'm not interested, just move on. The reality is,
Thanks
some
to
women
Risa
do
Bliana
have
and
boyfriends, or
Brogert,
they're a lesbian,
the
or
Prime
whatever. It's
G4.
not going to happen with every girl. But a lot of the time, they'll either say, okay, or, maybe, or
Or they're just not interested, man. I always like that. Let me make sure I got that lesson. If they say no, they either have a boyfriend or they're a lesbian.
women do have boyfriends, or they're a lesbian, or whatever. It's not going to happen with every girl. But a lot
Okay.
of
Those are, like, really the only two things. They either already have a boyfriend who most likely bought this course and rizzed her up, or they're just straight up a lesbian.
Well, the top third of your face is really cute.
Thank you.
I
Oh,
can't
is this
make
his only
judgments on the
example for
rest.
this? I thought it was going to be
Hey,
full infield
I
work
wanted to
here.
say you're really beautiful. And not, hi, I just wanted to say you're very...
Picking up a hot girl in 3 minutes. It's the same example. Has this only worked a single time for him? This is from 2 years ago. It's the same clip. that he just used 3 weeks ago. Surely if this is the secret formula, the Krabby Patty secret formula to getting laid, or at least guaranteeing a date, it would have worked more than once in 2 years. Why keep repeating the same clip? Guy didn't even finish the deal. He started walking away before getting her number to set up the date. Okay, I'm going to give him a very generous leap here and assume that he just cut that part out, because you are right. He's like, yeah, well, let's try. Let's go on a double date sometime. And then they start separating. Like, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm assuming, and this, I understand it's a leap, they may have exchanged numbers prior.
Have a double date,
Yeah.
since they seem to get along as well.
I know.
All right, it was great to meet you.
Yeah.
If she says I have a boyfriend,
I'm just gonna assume they must have exchanged numbers as opposed to just instantly separating like that. How many views did the video have? The original one was 350k. So it looks like he's tried to be like the alpha male coach for quite some time now. And I'm gonna tell you, it's probably quite successful. Again, he's not like the biggest alpha
you're
male,
going to learn how
like metric-wise, but the beauty of being a guru in this kind of space is you only need a couple of suckers that just keep coming back over and over and over again. Here, let me see how much his course costs. Give me a second. What's it called? The Spark? Yeah. Top dating expert reveals how to covertly spark attraction with any woman instantly and subliminally. Includes hidden camera footage of my method in action. Man, just reading this is rough. The nerdy virgin who became an international playboy. I used to be hopeless with women, probably worse than you ever were. I read over 270 books about what sparks that seemingly mythical emotion known as desire, and I even got a degree in psychology. Oh, here we go. Give me instant access to the Spark right now for just $7. That is so much cheaper than most of the other ones. And you get some bonus shit as well. The DTF test, which is a total value of $97, and you get it for free. The shockingly simple two-step system that will allow you to find out if a woman wants to hook up with you. I'm going to tell you, if you need to buy a test to try and verify that, the answer is likely no. She doesn't want to. This one's called the Charisma Blueprint with a total value of $47, and you get it for free with the Spark. The Obsession Formula DVD, total value of $67, and you get it for... Oh my god, Jesus. Here, I'll bring it down. I was going to leave it up there, but I don't feel like reading through all of it. So for $7, you get the Spark, and then the Spark gives you like 15,000 bonus DLCs. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The price will increase to $50 very soon. I don't know about that. It's been 2 years. I imagine it stayed at $7 the whole time. It's like watching an old As Seen on TV commercial. Total value of $6.55 today for just $7. Holy shit, I'm losing money not buying it. I also would love to know where the valuations come from. I made it up. I'm gonna buy 1,000 courses for $7 and flip them when their value goes back up. That's genius. Beautiful idea. How to get laid at parties. The complete guide. Bro, this guy looks like he's getting laid all the time. He's probably having his dick sucked right now under that table. Women love skull rings. Look at that skull ring.
If I find something to quote that with,
They love that Hot Topic shit.
for those, how do you get invited to a party?
Do you bring the
That's the
baseball
first
bat
step,
with
right?
you like
You can't get
Negan from
laid
The
at
Walking
a party
Dead?
if you don't even get invited. How do
I'm
you get
ready.
invited to the party? First of all, you need
I
to
sucked
be
my frat brother's
socializing
dick
a lot.
for an invite.
Now this can be happen in college. It can
Next
happen in
step.
real life. Social guy, because what people want around them is people who are going to give them good emotions and who are possibly also going to invite other people to the party.
That's
who
why I
are
bring my
other
Nintendo
girls.
Switch to the party.
So being good with girls,
People
is gonna
love
get you
that.
invited to parties. It means if you're around, then girls are going to be feeling wet, and that means that they have a chance of getting
Really?
some sloppy seconds.
Well then.
Or you're just going to be going out and getting girls to invite
You guys taking notes?
and you're going to become.
I have another
a positive
strategy to
guy who's
speed
focused
run.
on
Sell
making
him
sure everyone
drugs.
else is having a good time.
Hey,
what's
look,
gonna happen
I'll
is
give you a
that
plug
kind
for
of
some
generosity is
coke
going
if you
to
just
double
invite me to a
back.
party, man. I'm desperate.
The natural principle
Please.
of the universe. If you give,
I watched the
you're gonna
YouTube
receive.
video. It didn't help. Just I'll sell you
So,
drugs. Just invite me to a
If
party,
you're
man.
at least socially, so I show up with a cool guy. We go to the party. Boom! I'm already this social status. It'll put me ahead of everyone else. If
No,
it's a
you're
low value
not.
guy, it's fine.
That's not
You're
how that
still
works.
In the group on to you. Usually, you know your social status by the quality
Your Reddit
of people
karma.
who are paying attention. Who maybe you can get. Also, you want to figure out who's
tier list.
girlfriends and boyfriends with who.
Right.
Or
But we don't
who's
care about
fucking with who,
boyfriends
or
'cause
who's friends with
we're
who.
cooler than them.
You need
They'll
to
choose
scout
us.
and figure out, and you can just. At this point, because people know who I am, as soon as I go into the party,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, by the way, that's that person's girlfriend, and that's person's girlfriend.
Bro, I
and
know
they
you're gonna every girl here,
Savage.
but
Like, oh, okay, cool,
they're
yeah.
they're
I
actually
love her,
over
I love
18
her.
this time.
She's
So
single. Okay,
just
cool. Well,
letting you
fuck
know.
that. So you the best value.
I don't even know what
and
point he's
spend time
making
with them
right
if you
now.
like them.
He doesn't even talk about
And
getting a
then
girl.
when
He
you
just
see
talks
him
about
talking to
sucking
cool
dudes'
guys or the hot
cocks.
girls, that's going to raise your status.
He's just like,
That's
look,
gonna
you
make
need to
everyone
suck
else
this man's
attractive.
cock, get an invite to the party.
And
Then you're gonna
so,
go to the party. You're just gonna suck the
ideally,
cock of the
what
most
you do is
popular
you
man
become
there.
the king of the party,
Make sure
or
you
the
stay
prince of
invited
the
to those
party,
parties.
or the the
you're gonna
spotlight's
suck my
on you,
wiener,
you're
'cause I'm
having
a little
fun, you're
lonely.
Crazy, right? This if he is cool, he seems like he might be able to climb the ranks, and so I'm gonna attach. I can't grab the alpha yet, but I'm gonna grab.
Yeah, I'm
this
gonna
guy,
speed run my
maybe
way to
one
the
day he'll
top.
Become the alpha.
That's what I'll do.
Or I'll grab this guy.
I'll do
might be
cool
fun
stuff.
for one night or a couple nights, but he's
I'll
not
learn how to
so
throw a football.
entrenched in the social circle
Do a keg stand.
that I have to worry about my
my
reputation
ass.
too much. I could just go and hit. You don't want to be making out with her in front of her social circle, especially.
Wait, how do
if
we
it's
even
a-
get to
a
that
circle
point,
you're
though?
Going into. If
Is
it's
his
a circle
advice
that
just be
you're in, you can
a
get away with
high-ranking
more
social
stuff.
status
But
member?
if you're a random guy and you're jumping into
And I
the
just get
circle,
vagina?
you want to be careful with having anything. Well, hey, why don't we? We'll grab an Uber together. I can drop you off. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Turns out it's
Maybe
my
we get an
mom
Uber,
driving the Uber,
and be like, hey,
and I take her to meet my parents.
Why don't we hang out a bit? We can watch a movie or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Okay. Expressive person. And so
I can tell, yeah,
I
you
might
got a
be bit
baseball
more
bat on
touchy and a
the-
bit more
the table
obvious,
there.
But there's downsides to
That
this,
shows me that
obviously,
you're
and that's the
expressive. You love
discretion issue.
sports.
So you have to adapt it.
Still can't believe that this is like many years of golden nuances that people don't get. You and Chase laid it out. Good stuff. 10 replies. He's probably just 10 girls' numbers down here. What all high-level guys know. They really treat this like it's an MMORPG, like it, max level 60, you unlock infinite at parties. As long as you spec into social status.
She doesn't have to worry about if she's two, everyone's gonna know about it, because if she's number 4 guy,
Uh,
then everyone's gonna find out because they're
I number
they've
4
both
guy?
been in this circle.
How to control your girlfriend. What the? The ethics of control. 5 tips to help your girl enjoy better orgasms. How to eat like a pro. The art of cunnilingus. What height is considered short for a man? Anything under 5'6", obviously. How to finger her and get her excited for chess. Jeez, sorry. I was reading a different one and then chess was on my mind. But same principle, I imagine. Same concept.
Out and have a better orgasm.
Call her mother
Probably
during
shouldn't
it.
have to explain why this is
Ask
necessary.
for her permission.
And preempt it with some long thesis
They like
discussion
that.
about why your girl should come her brains out. But basically, so she can come back for more. And if she enjoys it, you're going to enjoy it more. And it's going to create this reciprocal relationship of you guys enjoying the hell out of it.
I'm allergic to
Pretty
cum,
simple
Hector.
stuff. So let's just get straight to the. As you can
Ooh,
provide.
yeah, keep her
with
confused.
The extremities that you own.
Touch
So,
her with like
when you're her
popsicle,
and she's getting close to
maybe a
coming,
toothpick.
she's starting to tighten up.
Yeah, really throw
She's
it for a
starting to get
whirl.
a little bit louder. Her breath is to grab her ass and just keep like grabbing it like this because I just want her to feel.
That sounds like a man
desire
who's
to
never
come.
grabbed an
I want
ass.
your hands to speak for you. Like, I want you, I want you, I want you. And when a girl feels lusted after, that's gonna make her feel really
Honking it like a
comfortable.
horn.
And she's gonna know, oh, he really wants me, he really wants me. And that's gonna make her come a lot harder. The next most important thing.
Then I
is
look at her
rhythm.
butthole and
You
I
want her
poke it
to
like I'm pressing
get
buttons
in
on a
rhythm,
starship.
because an orgasm
They love
is
that.
it's a song, and so by adding rhythm to it, you can get her into
Yeah,
almost
treat it
a
like Dance Dance
mystical,
Revolution.
State of consciousness
Or
where
Beat
she's
Saber.
getting closer and closer and
Slapping
closer
on
to
her
this
ass like you're going to like
amazing
freak on a leash on the Beat
goddess-like.
Saber map.
See and recognize when she's close to coming. One of my favorite things to do is you get the tempo really, really high.
I
and
tell
then
her to
you-
stop.
You stop and you hold it.
Yeah.
And what
And
I
then I
tend to
give her
do
some
is
bad
shove my
news.
dick as far as possible
Yeah.
in her and try to just slam into her cervix. And
Spoil
I'll,
the ending
and I'll fully
Game of Thrones.
lock into her. And then I'll hold. You just hold it. And
That's when you
there's
drop
a
The Last of Us
moment
2 spoilers to her.
relaxation and
She's
then
not
a
coming.
huge tightening up. And
Not
then
on
she
my
just
watch.
fucking bursts into her orgasm, and she locks up, and then she goes, "Oh,"
Yeah.
you know, experience, and that's to grunt. I don't know why more guys don't do this, and I've heard lots of people living in a fraternity house.
Don't grunt.
And one
Nobody
thing
likes
that I
that. Not even
never
God.
ever hear, not once.
God frowns on grunting.
I don't know why. Who the is forgetting that this is animalistic primal shit? This isn't.
Who are you having
thing
with?
Two civilized people.
Who's asking
It's
for
a
grunting?
Bestial act.
Tim
Make it fucking
Allening?
Bestial. And I've had every girl tell me they love that I grunt across the board, makes them come hard, and they tell me, "Holy, that was hot. You were like an animal, just like half man, half bear."
Yeah, who doesn't want to get
Like
by a
pussy.
bear, right?
That's the experience that she
Yeah.
wants. Words to come. There you go, baby. That's a good girl. Yeah, there you go. Do it for Poppy. That's how you want to talk to her.
This
You can
man's
do it in
only
a
watched-
low voice. And as you
don't
feel
forget
her
to rate the
enjoying it
video.
more and more and more, just
Trying to climb the ranks.
go
Yeah.
up to her ear and be like,
They like
"There you
that.
go. There you go, baby. Come for Poppy." That's gonna blow her brains out. She's gonna.
Who
love
doesn't
the
like to
shit
feel like
out
they're
of
being
her.
by their father, right?
Oh yes, Poppy. It's amazing. Feel like a man.
This guy's like a
Girls
comet
want.
come to
They
life.
don't want boys.
5'6".
Good height. Good height.
and Short, basically. So
What?
I'm like 5'7", 5'8", so he's something like ish. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm 28, and I've never."
Wait,
had a
did he just say
relationship."
he's
So
5'7"?
he's telling me 7, 5'8", so he's something like
What is wrong?
ish.
So this dude is 5'7", and he thinks that a 5'6" man is down to his lips. Hector, come on, man. Like, come on, you're better than this. You're the grunting man. Remember? Come on, you're better than this, man. You really think that this is an inch? You think this is the difference between 5'7" and 5'6"? Come on, Hector. Come on, man. You're short too. You can't be giving this seminar. Hey, it's that magical time again where we get to point, laugh, and shoot spitballs at a creepy degenerate being weird to a woman. So I hope you've done all of your smile exercises, because we're gonna be putting a big ol' grin on that face and having a hoot and a holler at this guy's expense.
So, crazy, silly question, but I'm just curious. I know you don't like coffee, and I know you don't, and I know you eat cereal in the evening.
Yeah.
And I know you have a son, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're about early 30s.
So Goober approaches this woman who's on the leg press machine, and he immediately just starts listing off things he knows about her, which just sounds like some stalker shit. Like, it sounds like a mission out of Hitman, where Agent 47's being given a dossier and going over his target's interests and like where they might be so they can plan out the assassination. This is just like such a creepy cold open here. I know I'm reading way too deep into this situation and it's starting to get dangerously delusional, but for some reason when I first saw this clip, it immediately reminded me of a climactic moment in an action movie when the villain is monologuing to the hero, like a phone call. I know you don't like coffee. I know you're in your early 30s. I know the FBI is listening to this call right now. I know you have a son. His name is Mark. He attends Biff Gilmore High. Do this task for me. And all the agents listening to this, stay out of it. And nothing has to happen to Mark. It's just a really odd, peculiar play here. This is definitely not a play that John Madden would draw up. To just approach her and start listing off all the things you know about her, it's just weird. I'm assuming she and him have talked before, which is why he knows all this. They probably have, like, small talk. They're probably on friendly terms. I don't think he's been, like, perusing her Facebook trying to digest all of the lore that she publicly posts about herself there. But it's still weird to then come up and just start, like, spouting it all back to her about everything you know.
That's what I've learned so far. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I think you're really cool. I know you have a son. I'll tell you, you know, straight up, like, I kind of sort of married, like, I kind of feel like I am.
You know how everything has an opposite? Wet, dry, light, dark, matter, antimatter? This guy is anti-charisma. He is the exact opposite of Riz. Like, this dude legitimately has less game than someone that is asleep. He is stumbling through whatever he was cooking up in his noodle here, and it is extraordinarily uncomfortable to listen to. It's like the first draft of a book report where there's still a ton of typos and grammatical mistakes and nothing's making sense, it's all scatterbrained. That's what's happening through this whole exchange. And yet he still is able to squeak out that bombshell there that he's actually married while actively hitting on this woman. And you can see the shock and surprise on her face to learn that little nugget of information about this guy. If I had to speculate a guess, I would imagine he's been flirtatious in the past, which is why she's even more surprised by it. So he's just a big scumbag piece of shit here for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's something about you that's really cool. Like just casual, but I don't know if you would have pizza with me sometime or something.
I'm pretty sure your wife is not approving.
Good golly, heavens to Betsy, this guy sucks at talking to women. He is speaking to her like he is still in middle school. He just keeps repeating, I think you're cool, I think you're really cool. Like, I half expected him to just go even harder on that, like, I actually think you're epic. Do you want to come over and see my Fortnite, KD? And then we can grab a pizza. Like, there's nothing wrong with a pizza date, I want to be clear there. But it's just this combination of, you're so cool, 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 let's get pizza. Like, that's what I imagine a 12-year-old thinks romance is like. You're cool, get pizza with me, I'll have my mom order Papa John's. Like, what the it sounds like he's about to bring up cooties. Like, I don't even care if you have cooties, it's okay. Like, he sounds like a child talking to her through text messages. Like, circle yes if you like me, if you like me. Oh, it's so bad. Honestly, this might be inspirational for someone out there. It doesn't matter how awkward or uncomfortable you are, you could still find a partner. Somehow this guy has a wife. Somehow this complete turbo loser has a wife. And now he's trying to cheat on her. So don't be like this guy, but at least let this be known that you don't have to be the most charismatic person out there or be the most socially adept at speaking to other people to find a partner. So maybe there's a little positive spin there. But anyway, back to spitting and shitting on this goofball. The lady here is being extremely sweet about this whole thing as opposed to just splashing the cold water on him and saying, get the away from me. She is tiptoeing around this, probably because she doesn't want to make a scene out of it. Most women usually try and let someone down in a nice way, because if they don't, it could get dangerous. Like, there's no telling how unhinged this guy is. He's trying to cheat on his wife and he's being brutally honest about it. He is a weirdo. So it's definitely the smart call to just be like, oh, I don't think your wife would approve of us getting pizza or going to play laser tag or whatever other childish offer you were about to make. Like, her being nice about it is the optimal move, but it also keeps her wrapped up in this conversation, unfortunately. So I feel so bad for her because he continues to press. And he's already interrupted her workout. So I imagine it's just this giant headache, this huge annoyance because this uncomfortable miasma of cringe has approached her and won't leave. Like the storm just will not pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Glad you're up front, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, exactly.
Married, then, like,
Right, no. That's why I said
yeah.
that, I wanted to be. But, I won't say unfortunately, because, being married's good. But sometimes sometimes you meet somebody that just never
Bingo. Peekaboo, I see you. I was so curious what this guy looked like. I was freeze framing on every single goddamn pixel of this thing, trying to catch just a glimpse of him here to finally get this Bigfoot photo with him peeking in the top right there. I always get so curious in situations like this. What does the person look like who's conducting themselves this way? I know it's not important, but for me, a mystery like this sometimes just needs a little bit of closure. Anyway, he continues with his speech. I don't want to say unfortunately, because being married's great. I love it. But sometimes need something with a little bit more of a connection. A man like me can't be hunkered down to just one woman. You know what's better than one? My wife's? Your? That's 2 vaginas. Double the fun. What say you to that? Come get a pizza with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
no, but yeah, like it's my connection wouldn't be your connection. I'm married.
Hopefully it does boost faith in men and humanity, right? Like, it makes us scared women to, like, never want to get married because we don't know what husbands are out at the gym doing that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I mean, I don't blame you. I'm mad at you. At least you're honest, but like...
He's going into full car salesman pitch mode right now with the hard sell. My connection's your connection. Buy 2, get 2 free. Come on now. What are you waiting for? The deal's depreciating. Come on. It's, what are you doing? And she is doing her absolute best to be nice here. She is doing everything she can to be, like, sweet in this situation. To try and, like, just get through this as pain-free as possible so she can go back to working out, which is what she went there to do. Like, oh my god, it's so rough, and the guy just keeps going.
No, sure. Oh no, I mean, I wouldn't, like, have not told you, you know. Up to this point, I just kind of said hi and let it off, and that's it. You know, and, yeah. And I was, you know, I was like thinking, I really wouldn't think about it. It's unfair even to, like, you also. So, well, what the hell? What's the point?
The way he just blabbers on and gets all jumbled up on each word reminds me of that viral meme of that kid who was doing a line reading but accidentally messed it up. Have you ever had a dream where you could, and you never want, but you could, and you never, but do it so bad? Like that? That is his entire statement to this woman here. Just a bunch of gobbledygook.
I mean, probably the best scenario is, and I'm not saying this will never happen, but like seriously, if you knew my wife and you know what I mean, like we were all friends, that's different. Yeah. But and you actually would like her. She's very nice. Yeah. You'll probably meet her sometime. Actually, you know, she hasn't been, but she does come sometimes. So when we're here and I see you, I'll introduce you.
That's where our adventure ends. And man, what a journey it was, huh? I don't know where to begin with that closing statement. If only you knew my wife and we were all friends, that's different. You'll probably meet my wife at some point. You'll love her. I mean, she's great. You'll love her. In fact, my wife would actually love if I cheated on her with you, and that can happen after you meet her. You know, I'll just introduce you next time that she's here, and we can talk about how I was trying to cheat on her by taking you on dates. And I think we'll all have a good laugh about it. We'll all become great friends, and then it's all smooth sailing. Just a weirdo, loser, degenerate creep. Pretty impressive one here. So, yep, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's about it. See ya. Today I got recommended a video that caught my attention. It's a blind date with a self-proclaimed rock star. And usually I take all these things with a grain of salt because I don't believe these kind of videos are genuine or real, since it's obviously filmed and they know it. But this one just oozed authenticity to me. You've all heard that expression, fake it till you make it, when it comes to confidence. And this guy is the embodiment of that, but dialed up to wumbo. It is rough. I actually felt like I was watching an old video posted onto the Pickup Artist subreddit from like 2012. So I just wanted to go over this with all of you. Maybe it'd be like a nice lesson. And again, I don't know if it's 100% real or if this guy is just playing it up for the camera, but either way, I'm going to suspend my disbelief because it's pretty wild.
I'm going on my first blind date ever. I'm a rock star. Today, I'm looking for a rock baby. All my friends friend-zone me, so hopefully I'll get out of the friend zone today.
This video just comes out of the gate so hot and immediately feels like I'm watching something from the mid-90s. I'm a rock star looking for a rock baby, which is a term I've never heard in my life. I don't know who's told this man that that's a real thing people say, but just hearing it made me feel bad. And then he says all these girls friend-zoned him.
I think of myself as a god, making music, crazy things happen. My person would probably need to be somewhat okay with the possibility of something happening if they're not there.
So we're getting a little appetizer here for what's to come. This stinger is going insano style. He thinks of himself as a god and needs a girl that's going to be okay with him cheating on her when he's away performing music or something. Like, this is just things I can't imagine anyone would say, especially not on a first date. No matter how hard you're trying to fake being confident, this is just going so far over the line. The cup runneth over in this case, where it's no longer even looking confident, it's bleeding insecurity all over the floor.
I'm going on my first blind date ever, today. If I had to describe myself in one sentence, I would say that I'm incredibly unique. Because I have an unhuman work ethic.
Everyone describes themselves as unique, and everyone thinks they're the hardest workers on the planet. That's that Sigma grind set, baby. But unfortunately, I'll hit you with the cold water. Just because you shop at Forever 21 for your outfit and wear a lot of chains doesn't make you unique. I can't speak to his work ethic because obviously I haven't heard his music and don't know too much about him personally aside from this date. But just this immediate, like, nuts to butts, I'm so confident and I'm so unique is just a bad look. So really the reason I'm mainly showing this video is a PSA. because that advice, fake it till you make it, is probably one of the most parroted pieces of advice ever, and it's really not that bad in general, but there is definitely a limit to it. When you're faking it this hard, it's extremely counterproductive for you.
Hi. How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, and then what brought you out here?
I make music. I'm a rock star.
Okay, cool.
If you have to say you're a rock star, you're absolutely not a rock star. It's that exact same shit like, yeah, I'm alpha. No shot. It's just one of those things where you can't give yourself a title. It's just super embarrassing, and it immediately makes people write you off as goofy. Like, imagine if you introduce yourself like, hey, what's up? My name's Charlie, I'm a fashion icon. That immediately just halts everything, and people look at you like you're stupid.
You know.
A lot of times when you're a music artist, a model is kind of like the person that you want. Because if I'm on tour for 6 months and they're doing photo shoots for 3 of those months versus somebody who has like a regular job, who wants this constant attention and cuddling.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the background music here with the record scratching and then the occasional robot sounds that sounds like a fax machine dying. But regardless, you can see the gears switching. You know, he's engaging in small talk with this girl, but he's immediately thinking to himself, yeah, since I'm a rock star, I really should only be going for models, and then explaining his reasoning for it. He thinks that because he's been making music for 3 years, he's now a full-fledged, sworn-in rock star who now has to abide by every rock star code, which means getting a hot babe model for a partner.
See, that's the thing. You're like a big music person. Not
music person?
as big. Yeah, no, I like the very awful, like I like just basic pop music.
Yeah,
I know.
Pop music is such
I've been
trash.
getting into like...
That's pretty much where this one dies. She said the P word, which is going to trigger a Winter Soldier event in this guy. You can't say pop music around a rock star. It's illegal. It's a crime, goddammit.
I typically listen to music who are similar to me, so Justin Bieber, Kid Laroi.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll listen to that kind of music then.
Just kidding, I guess. Pop music is such trash, which is why I listen to things that aren't pop, like Justin Bieber and the Kid Laroi. I don't know if this was like a bait and switch, or if he was setting it up as some kind of joke. I'm not positive, but regardless, it isn't over yet. We're in the 4th quarter, but there's still a chance here.
I go to festivals, clubs, whatever. When I'm going on dates, is it like working or are we dating?
What are you looking for? Just career first? Are you looking for someone?
I don't know. Like, my #1 goal in life is to become famous.
So he briefly explains that because he's a rock star, he's traveling and, you know, going out all the time, so he never really knows what's actually a date, and then says his #1 goal in life is to become famous. Now, I'm not here to shit on anyone's hopes and dreams. I think it's very important that people find their main motivator in life no matter what it is. But this goal to become famous is one that you should absolutely keep to yourself for quite some time before you really start to know someone. This should not be like an off-rip thing that you say to a girl on a first date, because it immediately gives off the impression that your main desire is a selfish one. So then that conveys the idea that you are self-centered, which is probably not the impression you want to give off to someone right away.
Have you ever loved anyone? Like been in love?
I've been engaged twice.
Twice?
Twice, yeah. One of them was when I was 14.
You got engaged really young. Wow.
I mean, I don't know, I'm very mature for my age, so I would say that, like, that person that I got engaged when I was 14, I'm still best friends with her.
Yeah, so this shit's really getting weird quick, and I don't think there will ever come a time in human history where the phrase, very mature for my age, will be anything other than creepy. Very creepy.
I was actually engaged for a second time when I was 17. There's a ring and everything. Yep. Since we're in LA and you talk about exploring and all this stuff, has polyamory ever crossed your brain? Non-monogamous?
Oh, I mean, I don't think I mind it, actually.
Man chose the worst dialogue option in the entire game and still somehow got the neutral ending. On the first date, immediately bringing up a polyamorous relationship. For some reason, I don't know why that came up, especially after the whole getting engaged at 14 and 17 thing. But he plays all the cards, I suppose, here, and she says, potentially.
Making music, crazy things happen.
Yeah.
My person would probably need to be somewhat okay with the possibility of something happening if they're not there. Cheers. Would you excuse me?
Yeah, for sure, go ahead.
Should I check my phone and things?
Yeah, so if you were interested in me, just know I'm gonna cheat on you. It's gonna happen, because I'm a rock star. And it's what we do. It's in our DNA. Okay? And you can't be mad about it, because I told you. I gave you fair warning. Now if you'll excuse me from the dinner table for a moment, I need to check my phone. My mother was calling me about picking her up from yoga after this.
Could be. I mean, well, she definitely answered some of the questions correctly.
I would say he's typically not my type, but he's really cool.
I would say I get friend zoned a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to process here. This could be a potential rock baby. She was really nailing those questions, those real brain busters here. She, however, does not normally go for this type of alpha male, but she did say that he's pretty cool, so that's, all things considered, a dubski right there. And then he immediately makes things sad by reminding us that he gets friend-zoned, you know. We've really seen it a million times where the nice guys get friend-zoned because the Stacys want the Chads. It's a tale as old as time, and it's sickening no matter how often it's told. But this could be one of those rare cases where, you know what, the nice guy does finally win. The nice rock star guy who wants to cheat a lot.
So basically, being a rock star, it's pretty cool because I have a lot of friends that are very attractive, which is dope. You know, it's cool to hang around pretty girls, I guess. But unfortunately, they've all friend zoned me.
You blew it. I don't know why you would do this. Make it sad like an ASPCA commercial. Yeah, as a rock star, I got so many hot ladies around me, but they all friend zone me. You won't friend zone me, will you?
How's that been for you? Because I know like societally we're getting better, but I know like definitely it hurts like the male ego, things like that.
You can't really help that, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're just not someone's type. I just think very high of myself. I think of myself as a god.
Honestly, shockingly self-aware from the guy here, recognizing that sometimes you're just not someone's type, and that's okay. You know, you're not going to shoot 100% from the three-point line. It's just not going to happen. So you're going to get friend-zoned, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're not happy being that person's friend, then you just move on. You know, it's just that simple. But also, maybe don't view yourself as an actual god.
But not a god like up here, but like God of manifestation. Because anything that I put my mind to, I get.
Are you confident or cocky?
Both. I'm a great dancer.
Can you pull out some dance moves right now?
I'll do a go-to. This is like the... There you go, a little wave for you.
That used to be my go-to dance moves at the bar too, the little wave, but he kind of up because you're supposed to go, and then you take it from the chest down, so you body wave it, and then it comes back, whoop, and then you go the whole other distance. So he didn't do like the whole performance. I'm assuming he incorporates the body waves in there too, I would think. So, you know, maybe he is a god.
Like, I didn't think that you would be my type, but you actually somehow have checked off some of these boxes.
Right now, we're just like hanging out, friends, seeing the vibe.
I think that she understands what it takes to be the rock star, and she's very pretty, and you know, I would say this is worth it. It's fun. It's a good time.
All things considered, it wasn't a complete disaster or anything like that. I do think if he dialed back the pseudo-confidence or whatever you can really even call it, it would have gone much better. Because at the very least, she communicated well with him. It's just every time she talked, his answer would always start with things like, as a rock star, or, you know, being a rock star. Like, that kind of shit gets old so quick. It's putting up false security, even though on the inside, it's nothing but insecurity. Like, you don't need to keep referring to yourself as a rock star. You can just talk normally. So I just wanted to show this as just kind of like, you know, fake confidence till you get real confidence, but don't fake it too hard and go too wild with it. You know, find that nice middle ground. That's really about it. See ya. It's mid-afternoon and I was feeling a little sleepy, but I didn't want to take a nap. Naps are for boys. I'm a man with the height of a boy. So what I wanted to do was find something to kind of keep me awake for a while. Put a little pep in my step. Something that needed to be cut out for a big job, because I was drowsy. And I knew coffee wouldn't necessarily cut it, nor would meth. I needed something stronger. And what's stronger than some pickup artist cringe? It's just, nothing will immediately send you on like fight or flight response quicker than watching some embarrassing pickup artistry. It opens up your cringe chakra points and just takes it all in, and it's euphoric in a way. But today's a little different. We're not just looking at like some normal garbage or anything. I saw Gunner had posted a video going over a pickup artist who made his wife react to him picking up other women. And it is a baffling video to have posted, or even like a crazy idea to have even had, to take your significant other and make them watch you pick up other women. So Gunner TV's video is great. I highly recommend checking that out. I want to go over it too because it is so interesting and weird.
What up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a video that we've done twice now, but now we're going to do it for the first time when we're actually married. What are we doing?
We are watching Steven's pickup videos and I am reacting to them.
Ma'am, just blink 3 times if you're being held against your will here. This sounds torturous. To have the person you're in love with show you content of them being romantic with other women is so odd. Now, as Gunner also speculated, they could be in an open relationship, which is fine, but I feel like even in a situation like that, you don't really want to see your partner being flirtatious with other women. I still feel like that'd be extremely uncomfortable. Just to give a little more context here, his name is Steven, and he's a professional number gatherer of women. He makes TikTok videos about picking up girls, getting them romantically interested, getting their number, shit like that. He's 31 years old, and he mainly prowls around college campuses to find his prey, to get the numbers, which is kinda odd to be doing that at that age, but regardless, he actually finds a lot of success because he is a good-looking guy. You can't fight the facts. He is a handsome gentleman. So even though he's using some super stinky lines, like actual PU hogwash lines, he does get a lot of women interested, and they give him their number.
I just want to let you know that you kind of did something to my eyes earlier, because I just can't take them off you, and I don't know, maybe it's the like bright yellow color or something, or your beautiful smile, I don't know.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You're really complimenting her. She's getting a lot of compliments. You guys, I don't know if this is like...
Round 1, fight.
Like, just conceptually, it sounds like a hostage situation, like Clockwork Orange, like peeling her eyes open, like, babe, you have to see this. This 19-year-old wanted my meat so bad. She was ravenous for my cock. Like, the content is fire. No, watch. What are you doing? Look! You're gonna miss it. This is the first clip she is shown here, and she already seems very uncomfortable, pointing out like, wow, you're really showering her in compliments. Like, that's a lot. And then he and his editor acknowledge it, like, uh-oh, we're already popping off. It's like, well, yeah, like, why are you showing her this? Like, even if she's okay with this being your job, it's still something I imagine she really wouldn't want to be watching at all. Honestly,
I feel like lately I've been not even like jealous, just like feeling more intensely when other people find Steven attractive than I used to. Like, I've always obviously felt some sort of way, whatever, but like recently it's just a little bit more than usual. I'm just falling more and more in love with you every day.
Yeah, but she hasn't said anything. It's been all me.
But you're complimenting her.
This is something Gunner mentioned in his video, and I can't help but point it out too. As she's explaining her feelings on why she feels more intense recently, she says, I'm falling more and more in love with you every day. To which Steven just totally disregards it. It doesn't even register with him. If this was Metal Gear Solid, he did not get the exclamation point over his head at all. Just completely goes right through his noodle, doesn't process it. Like, he just he blows it off. You know, it's like, hey, what are you talking about? Can you stop with that mushy gushy shit? We're trying to watch me pick up babes. You're about to miss the best part. This is where I get her number. You're about to watch Harry Potter, the Boy Who Rizzed. Check this shit out.
Taylor? Steven. Nice to meet you. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Completely forgot what I was gonna say. But is it cool if I get your number?
I am kind of not looking for honestly anything.
Yeah, no, me neither. That was stupid.
But no, I can give you my number. I just don't want to give you like
False hopes.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate the honesty. Oh, I fucked with that hard.
Well, here you are.
All right, I love you. Or is that too much?
A little bit.
A little bit? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I still love you. See you. Bye.
There's something just very off-putting about watching this. It feels like I'm a fly on the wall in a household with 2 people that are working through something in real time. They just kind of sit in silence as that video plays itself out. Like, I could hear like a sad violin in my head here watching it unfold. And then his wife gives kind of like a pity laugh during the uncomfortable silence. Now again, if she's totally fine with all of this, which I'm guessing she is, then all power to her and their relationship. But this video is still like a really kind of odd thing to put out there because, like, you're not really joking together about it. He looks like he's on edge. Like, it looks like he's a little nervous about this, and she is very clearly conflicted in a lot of the clips here that play.
Question for you.
Oh boy,
You
this
got a
scene.
boyfriend? You need one who can do this?
That is actually what I'm looking for exactly. Those
Really?
are the requirements, yeah.
Nice. What's your name?
Brinley, what's your
Nice.
name?
You can call me yours.
That's pretty.
Or Steven. That works too. Let me grab those digis.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You came in at the perfect timing, I'm gonna be honest with you. Steven,
Yeah.
what's your name?
Yeah. Scooter Steve, if you will.
Scooter Steve.
Let me spin around you.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Just looking for you.
Just waiting out here for me.
She's loving this.
This is like literally the perfect scene.
You have class?
I love that comment from him. This is the perfect scene. As like a tear slowly starts to go down his cheek. This is my magnum opus, baby. She's not only loving this, it's perfect. It's better than our wedding. When I watch him watch himself in these pickup videos, I can feel how proud he is of it. Like, it's oozing through every pore in his body, like the happiness he got from this exchange. Like, just the way this clip starts, he's like, oh boy, this scene. He leans back. It's like watching a proud father witness their son win a sports tournament. Like, just look at him as the video plays out. He is just so focused on that he's kind of ignoring his wife, who's trying to make light of this. She says, like, oh, Scooter Steve, you know, haha, good one. To which he doesn't give any response at all. It just flew right by. He didn't acknowledge it. And then she tries again, like, man, she's really loving this. And then the best he can muster is, this is literally like the perfect scene. Like, he's not even really focusing on like the content or engaging with his wife over this stuff. He's just like really into rewatching these pickup videos.
I just got done.
Nice. What'd you have?
I'm just like trying to imagine meeting someone this way in real life, and like I would probably react the same way. Like, this is really entertaining, and I can tell you're gonna be a goofy guy. Like, I would go for it if that's how you came up to me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well,
I'll put SCSU next to my name.
perfect.
Don't want to get confused with your other ladies.
That's true. All right, I love you. Bye. You too.
Again, his wife tries to make like a conversation there, and he just doesn't say anything to it. He just wants to get right back to the video to relive the glory days, it feels like. Man's just like in the zone right now, like in a flow state, reliving these videos, going over other lines that he could have done, making all these calculations on like, what if I said this, what about that? And his wife is trying to make a conversation. It feels like he just wants to watch the videos in silence, like, what are you yapping about, darling? Can't you see we're trying to watch this perfect scene? Can you stop all the jabber? I'm trying to watch this. But I mean, she is making a good point. Like, the way he approaches women, he does come across as like a confident, silly kind of guy. Like, he's not coming across like aggressively creepy or anything like most pickup artists. And like I said, he is a good looking guy. Dude looks like a firefighter. Like, he does find a lot of success with this. Of course, he does get rejected, and he posts some of those too. But this video, I just don't understand the purpose, because his wife does mention multiple times that maybe jealousy is not the right word, but it is an interesting feeling that she's not fully, okay with. And when she does try and make like jokes or conversation out of it, he doesn't really respond to it. So like, the video just feels like we're watching a montage of his best pickup moments with him and his wife just sitting there kind of uncomfortably around each other watching it.
This clip, if you combine all the views it's gotten from like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc., it's probably like 30 or 40 million.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I saw you, and you were so attractive that you looked like, you get that feeling when you go, you're like about to take the subway, and the train comes like right.
This is in New York, by the way.
Did you come down there?
Context.
You know that feeling? Just gave me that feeling. I don't know what that means, but take it how you will.
Thanks.
Yeah. What's your name?
Kylie.
Kylie? Steven. Well, I think I need your number. We can fall in love before you head back to Phoenix. And
she lived in Phoenix.
She's from Phoenix. How funny.
Be that easy.
The bit of context with it being in New York was crucial here. I feel like that was kind of to cushion the blow with him saying we could fall in love and all that. Because, again, this is your wife. This is your partner. Even just hearing that to another woman is still not something you want to hear, even knowing that it's just all business, I guess.
Yeah, look at that.
How funny.
Where does she live?
Hey, excuse me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
He's
Is this when I was there with you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Did you see this one?
I don't think I saw this one, but this is like, I think this is what stemmed me starting to feel a little like, not even jealous. I don't know what the word would be to describe it, but like I've never seen Steven do these in person. Like I've seen a couple videos and I'm just like, whatever. But now that I've like seen it happen in front of me, it's a different feeling for sure.
He's actually training and work.
The way he reacted to his wife being like open and honest here is the same way I react to finding out I got an extra chicken nugget in my McDonald's order. Interesting. Like it's almost like he doesn't believe her, or that he thinks she's kind of wrong in feeling that way. Or maybe I'm reading too deep into it. I don't really know, but it just seems kind of dismissive. Like she's being open, like, hey, look, I know you do this, and I'm okay with that, but seeing it in person really was a different feeling, and it's led to me feeling a lot more intense about how other women view you and, like, you know, you doing this kind of thing. And upon hearing that, he just goes, and then just plays the video again.
And he alerted right here. So I was just wondering if you could just take a...
Well, here's the thing. He's actually training to find the prettiest girl on the beach.
Yeah. I think I need your number. Just for Scout. For Scout, yeah. Do that.
What are you up to? Chilling?
Yeah, my cousins actually live around the corner. I'm visiting them.
Oh, sick.
That's your cousin?
Sick. From where?
I'm in Sacramento right now.
I also don't know what that's from. I also don't know why that made the final cut of the video. He looked like actually upset that she didn't get the reference, and it just made this already awkward video even weirder to watch. That moment should not have made it through the editing process. It should have been cut, in my opinion, because once that fell flat, he seemed a bit bothered by it, and it seemed like the atmosphere got even more tense.
For 2 months? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just figuring it out.
Cool. All right, well.
It's meant to be, I guess. All right, I'll see you. Steven.
Scout's just like,
Ooh, she forgot your name. Ouch.
don't try to bring me down.
So I broke in.
I'm sure that was supposed to be a joke, but following the previous one falling flat, this was just a cascade effect of disaster, because that also falls flat, and it sounds more hostile than he probably meant it to. Like, his wife was just kidding, like, she forgot your name, unlucky, and he's like, don't you ever suggest that again. She didn't forget my name.
Work in progress.
I'm gonna have to give you a violation, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's been called in. What's the first name?
Kaylin. Okay.
She's like trying to figure out like what's actually happening.
There were some girls, like, during this video who fully believed that I was, like, giving them a violation.
Well, you see, I'm just giving out these tickets because you're just too damn on this beach. And it's a big problem trying to clean the beaches out,
Seems
you
an
know?
aggressive word.
Is it?
I don't know. I feel like it is.
Just...
Again, the way he responds to it when his wife's like, he's, you know, kind of a lot there. He's like, is it? I don't know about that. Interesting. Sorry you feel that way. Wait till you see the director's cut where I also ask if she wants to be my new wife.
Thing. So I was supposed to be my girlfriend right there, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, have you seen this girl?
Oh, what's up? Yeah, I've seen her.
Oh, amazing. What's her name?
Leia, what's your name?
Oh, what's
Leia.
that?
Nice to meet you.
That's a funny
So I
reaction.
guess you're my girlfriend now?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
Love
She's
it.
pretty
I
hair.
like the mustache.
Thank you. I like the face.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Bella.
Sound effects again.
Down with the co-bar?
To me, that's just another one of those situations where he's like, okay, this one was kind of a lot to take in. Let's try it and ease a bit of the tension. Haha, sound effects, am I right? Goofy sound effects? Yeah. So, yeah.
Is this at U of A or UC?
Yeah, you man.
What year are
I
you?
wonder if I know
Come
her.
here. Yeah, what about you?
I'm a freshman.
I would highly doubt it.
Yeah.
It's been, what, 9 years since you've been?
5 years.
Steven, Jack.
Don't age me like that.
Got it.
All right, I love you.
Thank you.
I'll see you.
Thank you.
I love it.
Do you?
No.
Yeah, I feel like your whole mindset has changed on these.
I don't know. Lately, I've been feeling a little more like, just like, don't look at my man. I don't know why.
All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash the thumbs up.
That whole ending sequence was kind of brutal. Like, even the clip they show there where he's talking to the girl on the college campus, she's a freshman and he says he's a senior even though he's 31 years old is already like a really weird thing to do. But the fact that he travels, I guess, across the country to go to college campuses to do this and talk to freshmen and get their numbers is very peculiar to me. But then when his wife is talking, like, I might know her, he's like, no, you definitely don't. You're way too old. You're 9 years out of college. Which just kind of seems like, I don't know if he meant it to be like a jab or something. Like, no, you're way too old. You're ancient. You're a fossil. but that's kind of how it came across, and it seems like she was at least somewhat caught off guard by that too. Like, oh, why are you saying that? I don't know. It just really feels like this whole video is kind of on edge. I don't really know what the point was behind it. And she even says in her closing statements here before the video concludes that her mindset on it has changed, like, which he also acknowledges, but he still is going to keep doing it. Like, maybe this is something they should work through and figure out, okay, where do we go from here? I have changed my mindset on it. Can we work through this, or maybe we change the content or something so that way the marriage can be happier or stronger? I'm not a counselor, but just this whole video raises so many questions to me as a spectator, and a lot of other people as well in the comments. Like, why? Like, you are 31 years old. It is a weird thing to do, just keep going to all of these colleges to hit on girls as young as a freshman to get their number for the sake of TikTok views, all while having a wife who is clearly conflicted on it. Even though she was okay with it more in the past, she's not really in that same headspace when it comes to this anymore. But you know what, I'm reading way too deep into it, baby. Smash that fucking like button if you want to see my wife react to me picking up more women next week, I guess. But yeah, anyway, I just had to show this. This was a really odd watch. That's about it. See ya.